Hi, I'm Kirk. Welcome to Good Enough Backyard Beekeeping.
Amber is what I would call the color.
On a lawn tractor. Today I'm going to be showing you how I separate my wax cappings, my honey from my wax cappings. And so what you see in the bigger tank is my wax cappings after I basically took all the cappings off the honey. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a bucket with a strainer. After I fill this bucket full of wax cappings and honey, we're just going to literally let this drip for about a week, and most of the honey will be out. It'll still be sticky, but you actually see quite a bit of honey will come out of there. By the time we're done with this larger tank, we'll probably end up with about 20 pounds of honey. We had quite a bit of honey we harvested this year. I have another tank that probably has another 30 pounds of honey in it. So let's show you how the process works. Yep, this is a messy job. You will notice that I have the corner of the uncapping tank over the bucket. That way anything that drips will drip into the bucket, not on the floor. The other thing I like about these strainers, they keep the buckets sealed. That way it keeps debris, any other kind of bugs out of the actual honey that we'll be bottling later on. So this kind of strainer is the one I like, that totally covers the bucket. Yes, paper towels are very handy. A good damp paper towel is a must. Honey is very sticky. The honey will work its way through most of this wax and end up being separated by the strainer. And you'll see the weight difference of that strainer after about a week. Most of the honey has actually been strained out. I'm going to go get a soft spatula to scrape out the rest of this. So we're going to get out most of it, and then, like I usually say, that will be good enough. I find that if you work your way from the top and just keep squeegeeing it down, you want to make sure you keep the corner of the tank over your bucket. Just going to give that a little help. I know it doesn't seem like it, but most of this honey will actually get through the cappings down into your bucket. Now, before I render my wax, and I do use a solar wax melter, I will wash these cappings under cold water. Very important that you use cold water. You do not want to make your wax soft. You don't want to melt your wax when you do that. Just rinse it under cold water, agitate it, stir it up, and that'll clean most of your wax, get rid of the honey out of there. Now you can try to get every little drop out of here. I think what I've found, I probably have a couple ounces of honey, even though it seems like more. Alright, I'm going to say good enough. So at this point, I have to figure out how to get this to the sink without dripping honey all over the floor. Spread this out. Maybe chop it up a little bit. But what I want to be able to do is put my lid on top of this without my lid sticking. And we're going to let that sit for about a week. And at that point, most of the honey will be in our bucket. The cappings will be ready to get ready for our solar wax melter. It's been about a week. Let's see what we have inside. We have wax cappings. Most of the honey has dripped out into the bucket. I'm going to take the strainer off. Oh, it's very sticky. Much lighter. And you can see the bucket. Probably got about 15 pounds of honey in there. And just take a look at the side. You can see how much is in there. So, pretty happy with those results. All right, now that we have the wax cappings in the sink, I'm just going to take a spatula, run cold water over it, and what this will do is clear out and clean out most of the honey that's in there. A little tedious, but this is the next step I do getting these ready for my solar wax melter. So you can watch my next video on how I use a solar wax melter to render these wax cappings.